Okay, let's continue. Alright, Alright, let's talk to herself.
She's whistling a melody, her trusty contact mic attached to a wooden pulpit. At the sound of your footsteps, she stops what she was doing and turns to you.
Hey there. I've been recording some new audio from all these beams and rafters. The sounds travelling through the wood are pretty cool. Creaks and stuff. Like you're underwater, you know? But like, underwater inside a tree. And yes, I'm being more like Contact Michael, right? Don't even bring it up.
I wasn't going to.
No. I actually wanted to thank you for getting me and my friends in here. And we even found some new associates, such as they are. Good, I think. Noid is getting a read on the place. I think he finds the carpentry very impressive. Andre's been setting up the compressor and dancing. Egghead's been keeping the party up. He's got the stage under control. Sauna, the programmer, she's doing whatever she does behind that radio computer of hers. She doesn't talk to us much, and the crab man hasn't shown himself, thank God. Sure, you helped us out. I can repay the favour. What do you want to know?
Why would I ask her about Suna and Tiago?
Oh, she's a bit odd, I have to say. Doesn't talk much. I'm not really sure how to vibe with her, you know? Seems like she's not in a very good mood most of the time. But earlier today she told me about Welkins, and she seemed oddly happy, like she had some idea with those little creatures. Some artistic idea. I didn't really listen, I was busy with my mic. Oh, the crab man. Still gives me the creeps the way he moves. But he doesn't actually come down that much, just climbs around the rafters. I just tried to stay away from the crab man. But he talks to Noid. They seem to have some thing going on. Beats me. Noid said they get along somehow. They're both crazy enough, I guess. Who knows? He doesn't really answer our questions, see? Not that it's easy to ask them. What are we supposed to do, yell up at the tower? Who do you want to know about? Andre. He's a cool guy. Doesn't really come off as one, but he is. To me, at least. He takes care of shit. Sorry. I mean, he's got a vision. Of what life should be, you know? He tries to push things until everything falls into
like
place.
Cooking speed.
He's an organiser.
Like
Nothing.
cooking drugs.
But then again, there's nothing to organise around here either. He really wants this church thing to work. Must have taken it as a sign when he found it abandoned like that. Said it was an augury. I don't know where he got that from. Andre's not super intelligent.
Oh my God.
I've never seen him so psyched about anything though. And he's often psyched. Looks sort of desperate, like it's his last chance or something. Or maybe he was just high.
I mean, he probably was high.
I mean, not that he does drugs, just high.
He's
you know?
trying to cook drugs, dude.
Yes. Anyway. Yes. Who do you want to know about? He's a four-burger, I guess, like the rest of us. Okay,
Burger?
maybe not Egg, I don't know about him, but Noid and the rest are from Fallberg, making the pilgrimage up north to visit the Elysium. He's real hardcore about the lifestyle. What do you mean, do? Like, for a living? He's a carpenter, trained and all.
Oh.
He's very good, he just doesn't have the mindset to work like that, in a shop somewhere. Not to sound too dramatic, but I wouldn't make light of his belief system when he's around. Noid's a serious person. He's serious about the lifestyle.
Right.
It's just something poor Fallberg kids do every spring. To pass the time, we walk the entire length of Boogie Street, up to Jamrock, or as much as possible. I don't know, man. Have you been down Boogie Street? It's a little bewildering.
I haven't been down Boogie Street.
Okay, then you should go and take a look, I guess. Boogie Street is cool. It's got a lot of immigrants and all kinds of different people. Yeah, I hope you do. Who do you want to know about? What do you mean? Oh, that. He's the party boy. Anodic music doesn't really do vocals in the traditional sense. Vocals are thought of as rock. That's to say they're a bit backward. No offence if you like rock music though. Rock music's cool by me.
I'm more of a disco
Chew,
guy.
chew, swish. Your credentials as the resident future man of Revachol are being questioned. Show her you're hip with the times, Gramps.
I'm the future man. I'm the future man.
Ah, okay.
I'm the future man.
Anyway, even if you don't have vocals, you still need someone to say something every now and then, right? To urge things on. That's where the party boy comes in. He basically just stands on the stage and dances and yells how awesome everything is. It's very catchy.
I understand. People are usually afraid to do things if others aren't already doing them. Dancing makes you dance, like sneezing makes you sneeze, or yawning makes you... Anyway.
Come on, Kim.
Actually, we don't know where he's from. Or who he is, really.
What?
One time we were out partying somewhere in backwater Forburg. Or maybe
You
even
don't
Coal
even know
City.
who he
I
is?
can't remember. Maybe it was Coal City.
The worst of the banlieues. A wretched heap of closed-down mines, even west of Jamrock, on the dusty slope of Montmartin, the remotest possible area of Revachol. No one even wants to exploit those people anymore.
Damn, that's crazy, actually.
Egg was yelling along to some jam someone was spinning, all night long. Just kept yelling until he didn't have a shred of voice left. When the sun came up over the mines. There were mines? Yeah, it was in Coal City. Egg came with us. He made this wheezing puppy dog sound all the way back. Couldn't even speak. It was definitely Coal City, because it took us 2 days to walk back to the fort. He just wheezed the whole way. We never really asked why he came with us, or who he was. I think his name is Jermaine. People are sweet.
You can see it must have been a great night. The memory causes her to go silent for a moment or two. You wish you'd been there.
Damn.
Who do you want to know about? Me? Again? I told you, I'm a silver bird.
What does that mean?
It means I don't answer questions about myself.
Fine, whatever.
Thank you. Sure. No.
Just no?
It's pretty desolate here. I only hear the dogs bark at night and see the shadows move down the coast. Exactly. It's our chance to turn the grim desolation into an overwhelmingly fun dance party.
Alright. Alright, Andre. What do you have to say for yourself?
Yeah, it's all set up, man. Can you already imagine 1,000 people in here? 10,000!
I think the church is not big enough for that, Andre.
Ecstatic vibrations, totally transcendent. And I've finished setting up the new compressor too. Now the only thing left to do is the name of the club. Will you do the honours, detective?
Ah.
You have? Well, what's the name?
Oh? Disco Elysium?
Like that DeLorean word for the world, you mean? Elysium.
But Disco Elysium? Isn't it wacky? Disco's kind of gone, isn't it? Forgotten.
The past is the future, but the future is dead.
Thank you, Egghead.
No, it's beautiful. Beautiful and brave. Like we want it to be.
And short. And memorable.
It's settled then. Everyone welcome to Disco Elysium.
Okay.
Andre breaks into frenzied dance-like motion to celebrate the name.
This is his dance.
Someone turns up the beat.
This is how he dances.
You should go with the flow. Join in on the experience. It feels good. It feels right. But what is this? What is this thing that Andre is doing with his limbs?
I'm dancing.
What the hell?
That soft core gyrating is supposed to
Oh
be
my god, he
dancing.
sucks at dancing, bro.
Yes, my man.
Talk? What is there to talk about if you can express yourself with moves? Audio waves thump against your ribcage. The speaker setup makes everything sound much better. But there's a noticeable lack of something.
Savoir-faire.
Goodbye, officer.
I can do some savoir-faire, I think. It's kind of +1. It's -1. don't really have much for savoir-faire, huh? All I have are these pants, man. Oh, you know, 3%.
Oh,
What could
hey,
go
man.
wrong?
It's good to see you.
You close your eyes and vacate your skull, leaving your brain to wonder, where did that little fluttering light go?
What the hell?
Total darkness.
Wait, what?
You sink down the darkest fathoms of your own personal deep, vertebrate by vertebrate, through the unformed skulls of your mind.
Well, that's not what the count.
Here it will begin. Who fucking cares?
I want to dance.
God. Where is your God? Oh, don't worry. The music's still there. It's you who is gone. This is a pivotal moment. Try not to piss yourself.
Alright.
Nothing. Just the immaculate silence of your spinal fluid. Electrified.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Every vertebrae in your spine is an unformed skull ready to pop up and replace the old one. Like shark teeth. The one you're currently in has a little brain forming in it. Waiting for
I'm
its
pretty sure that's
turn
not how spinal cords work, man.
to rule the world.
Hell yeah.
In the spinal cord.
I'm ready.
Good. Because from what I can see, it's about to bust a move.
We are busting moves. We're busting moves.
Foolhardy. Do you even know what's happening on the surface? Maybe 1,000 years have passed. Or maybe you started spazzing out like 2 seconds ago.
With your eyes still closed, the first thing you feel, all the way back in the pivoting darkness of your own torso, is warmth. You have become a triumph of rhythmoplastics, somewhere in a smelly wooden church on the coast of Revachol. The wounds from the war you waged on your body are healing, twist by twist, turn by turn.
Let's dance.
You have become a flawless interlocking mechanism, a flesh and bone
Holy shit.
approximation of the throb coming from the speaker setup of the one called Eggheads, entirely, rigidly imbecilic, without pity or fear.
Yo, he's smoothing actually. Holy shit. Oh, whoa. Holy. Yo. Uh-huh. Yeah. Let's go. Bro, what the fuck?
Free from self-awareness, no deliberation, only, and I mean only, execution.
Oh, this dude.
Oh my god! No way!
This is really happening.
His reel-to-reel mixer blasting the anthem of a future that will never come. The young man observes your moves for a second.
He just screamed.
He throws a screwdriver and a bunch of drill chucks into the corner and explodes into dance. What he lacks in sharpness, he more than makes up for in violent enthusiasm.
Kim, you gotta dance with me.
What's going on here? Delinquents.
Come on, Kim, you're no
This
fun.
is clearly a Code 31 emergency.
Code 31, Code
The
31.
lieutenant squeezes the bridge of his nose. The lights reflect off his glasses. He's obviously having trouble adjusting to this new reality.
A Code 31 emergency? Really?
On the dance floor.
The lieutenant crosses his arms with a bemused look.
Come on, Kim.
What's happening?
I've become dance
Good for
destroyer.
you. Rock on then.
Come on, Kim.
What?
Oh, authority, let's fucking go.
Who's the one in charge?
Let's fucking go, let's fucking
You
go.
are.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not
Get
kidding.
my what on?
Get your groove on.
Sheesh, okay.
Okay, you psychopath. I see what you're doing there. It's jacked up footwork, plus is that Ubi for dancing?
Nah, it's not Ubi folk. It's hardcore.
Yeah, whatever. Oh yeah? I did 15 years in the juvenile crime unit. I can do age inappropriate.
What?
Now, check this shit out.
The lieutenant begins to heel kick the church floor with such intensity, it's reasonable to fear. He can hole right through it, causing the floor to crack and the pillars to collapse, bringing the church roof down on all of you.
Kim's also kind of moving.
It doesn't look like he'd give a shit either. The young man immediately bounces up and down. Then
I can't
assumes
believe
the
I'm
same
pulled right
dance
now.
pattern, embellishing it with some sort of waving motion. The young woman lifts her headphones up slightly and raises her chin, looking at you.
Dude, the Noid
expectantly.
can't move. The Noid can't move, bro.
Asil? Aren't you going to dance?
No, recording.
The lead programmer throws the other young woman a knowing glance before turning her attention back to her own work. The dynamic motion of your flailing body is bordering on the extreme. You're going off the charts. You feel as if turning on the hyperdrive would be a point of no return. Feels almost melancholy. Are you sure you have the entire posse along for this?
Oh hell yeah.
Here we go again. Hardcore filthy air. The sound above my head.
What now? The sound above your what?
Come on, Kim.
Above my hair, man.
Okay, this is too imbecile. Excuse me.
Turn on the hyperdrive. Turn on the hyperdrive.
On the coast of the Martinez Inlet, in a small weather-beaten stone church built 380 years ago by settlers from the Occident, most likely to guard against an anomaly at its center, an officer of the RCM is contorting his body into idiotically rigid shapes as he invents the future of dance music. It's the hardest anyone has ever danced.
What the hell?
I am La Rebachelière.
Oh?
I am the city. I am a fragment of the world spirit, the genius Loki of Revachol. My heart is the wind corridor. The bottom of my air is red. I have 100,000 luminous arms. Come morning, I carry industrial dust and let it settle on tree leaves. I shake the dust from those leaves and onto your coat. I've seen you. I've seen you. I've seen you with her. And I've seen you without her. I've seen you on the crescent of the hill. The modulations of my voice are noted down with thermometers and barometers. You feel me in your nostrils, on the little hairs on the back of your neck. I also reside in your lungs and vestigial organs. Everywhere there is space.
All this eloquence, it's in service of something. She's afraid.
A godly rhetoric, huh?
Death. It is terrifying. I need you to protect me from death. I cannot perish. Look at me. I cannot end. In 22 years, the first shot will be fired. Not a shot from a gun. An atomic device that will level all of me. All of me. You are an officer of the citizens' militia. You move through my streets freely in motor carriages and on foot. You have access to the hidden places.
You also circulate among those who are hidden. I need you. You can keep me on this earth. Be vigilant. I love you.
An officer of the RCM is lying on the floor of a small church with his eyes rolled back and his tongue lolling out. Several others are standing around him. He slowly comes to.
Had a good rest there?
Fuck yeah! I bet you did. Those were some advanced moves, man.
That's all great, but we should really get going. We spent enough time doing aerobic exercise for today.
What the hell was that?
You might be imagining it, but it feels like Egghead turned the volume down. Such is his respect.
Man! Now, man! Now...
What?
Now imagine if we could do that, right? But with like 1,000 people. End of human development. Mission complete. All right.
You're absolutely beat. Muscles relaxed and feet like noodles underneath.
What the hell?
It's to express my individuality.
Is that a bald spot? It's hard to tell for sure with the fused together spikes, but it looks like he's balding.
Of course it is. Otherwise, I'd just be another poor guy with no education and no money. General issue, man. Now I'm all that, and I have radical spikes.
Are you balding?
Well, because I'm balding, yes. I want to fuse the remains of my hair together before it leaves me. I want to show my hair. I don't give a fuck how old you think I am. I'm 20. Not 20. Maybe it was a bad idea. Anyway, goodbye, officer.
What the hell is that?
Good morning, comrade! Yeah! Harder car! Yeah! It was awesome and scary. Very hardcore. Too hardcore, in fact. I couldn't control it at all. It sucks up all the air in the mix until it's the only thing left. Starts compressing itself and everything around it. Completely fills up the headspace. Extreme!
Does Egghead even have hair? Or is he bald?
Inside your chest, the heart beats still with the after effects of the sound. Imagine if you could harness that power, making it pulse.
Yeah! Welcome to the cloning!
He does have hair? Like the portrait, like... I don't know. It looks weird.
Oh! I don't know. Maybe someone can do something with this. I imagine this is the sounds that the future could make. Yeah!
He really is.
Yeah!
This is by
Back
far
on
the best
case.
portrait.
No disgrace. Bring it down to party place.
Jess, did you see me busting a move? It was
The
so
first
sick.
page of the second chapter.
Could it be? Maybe for him, you only have a chapter or two left in you. Last of the penultimate, more like.
I actually won like a fucking 3% roll. Probably save before I lose that. Do you have anything
Yes,
to say?
what is it?
Okay. Alright, well I think I'm mostly done here, right? Maybe I should learn a new skill. What would I want to learn? Weird jaw. Opioid receptor antagonist. Oh no. I think I'm good here. Well, we've done a lot. That was a lot. Fuck it. Maybe I'll go talk to Selang and see if he has like a tape or something. Oh yeah, should I tell her I know about Ruby?
I saw you poking around in Lady Driver's lorry. She in trouble?
The racist told us, yeah.
Still better than me, I guess. Told you there's plenty of others who'd tell on her. But, is she in trouble?
No, I can't say she's gonna be fine.
It's that bad. Man, what should I do? What should I do to help her? Yeah, maybe I should just keep my head down and work on my rhymes while I can. Oh, you know, Tommy Leham's gonna be a musician. Sprechgesang, but with beats.
What the hell?
I've got a lot of free time on the road to hone my craft.
The correct grammar is Tommy Lahom.
Tommy Lam was taken. My real name's Jerry Lafitte. Tommy's way better.
Jerry? His name is Jerry. Jesus
It's
Christ.
more him. The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
Jerry Lafitte, bro. What oh god, dude. Good lord. Hey man, do you have any hot tapes?
The shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer. 100% guaranteed.
Yeah, sure.
A
I'll take
good
it.
starter pair, officer. And when you're ready to upgrade, come back and see me. The shine on these
These are those
These are all.
Anything here?
You keep coming back. Everything's still cool here, officer. Tapes? You mean like music tapes? No, music is out. Don't listen to music. I sell
What the
extremely
hell?
cool
He hates
sunglasses.
music.
If you want to get your mojo going.
How could you hate music?
Tapes? Tapes are everywhere. They're worthless. Kids throw them in the trees. There's one in the bushes, right behind this lorry. No one would ever throw a good pair of high-quality plastic sunglasses in the bushes, mister.
What the hell?
The hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Gilles Lane. Bronze-colored ribbons of magnetic tape are caught in its branches, fluttering in the breeze.
Interfacing, huh? I could interface. I feel like I had another interfacing thing, didn't I? Guess not.
The gnarled hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Gilles Lane. A wintry breeze blows by, making the magnetic tape flutter. Patting the tree reveals a small sticker which has almost been worn to oblivion. It reads, RCM Emergencies Desk, number 8102, underneath a slogan, Mankind, be vigilant. You tree-hugging pansy. The bronze ribbon twists around and within the branches in an intricately natural pattern. But there's something. There's a twisted logic in this mess. You see the ends of the ribbon, the way it flows, how it twists and turns. It's all starting to make sense. It'll be easier to remove now.
Alright.
With slow and deliberate motions, Pulling, bending, and unraveling, you manage to extricate the magnetic tape from the branches. It curls up into a mess inside your pocket. If only you could find a way to re-spool it, so that you could hear what's on the tape. Maybe Roy from the pawn shop can help you with this.
Okay.
What's the tape for? How? It's broken and unspooled. Do you think your new buddy knows how to fix it? You could also get it fixed at the pawn shop across the street. We shouldn't waste our time.
Good idea. He might have the tools. The tape projector in the pawn shop uses similar tape.
Piss off, nature.
The hawthorn tree is disappointed by your betrayal and psychopathic tendencies.
I like how it heals me now.
Also, your fist
I'm invincible.
hurts a little.
I'm invincible.
The pain, it is nothing. Revel in it. Absorb it. Gain power from it.
Yes, my existence outclasses you.
Your pain is real. The pain of a tree is mute and base and uninteresting.
Suck it, tree.
Had enough assaulting Madre Natura? We should get moving.
Madre Natura.
The gnarled hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Gilles Lane endures the wintry gusts with ease.
What was the thing I can... What's the thing that I... It's... The yellow gardening gloves. Yeah, I can sell those.
Hello again. How can I help you? Sure, let me have... I'm not purchasing any, and especially that tie. It swallows photons around it.
Oh.
I have no need for necrotic objects.
Your mother is a necrotic object! I'm fun! Look at me sparking in the light of the projector!
Another time, perhaps.
Electrochemistry. I think I should have something for that, right? Guess it's the same. Nice, this the silk robe, okay.
Hello again. How can I help you?
Feeling warm and enthralled by the movement of light, while the mind continues to race forward. Lucky bastard. He's probably on Pyrrolidon. It's tough to come by on the street. A drug developed by the military to treat and prevent radiation sickness. It has psychedelic side effects, and it makes your eyes turn yellow.
I try to keep the shop at a comfortable temperature.
There's a note of indignation in his voice. Interesting.
I've had to take it. You know, since the People's Pile cleanup. I was with the Emergency Relief Brigade.
He's taken it for mental and emotional, not physical pain these days.
The People's Pile.
A bad idea. Some poor leftist built a particle decay generator in hopes of bringing affordable electricity to underserved communities. It malfunctioned. Radioactive waste everywhere. Probably some of it in you too.
The People's Pile was a Type U particle decay generator that failed immediately after entering service, releasing radioactive waste into River Esperance.
Very
a
dangerous.
primitive nuclear reactor, also called a pile. Construction began during the Commune of Revachol. The people continued work on it after the Commune fell. They wanted a cheap source of
Sounds
energy for
really
Revachol
extremely
West.
dangerous even.
Needless to say, things didn't work out. An emergency valve defect resulted in steam pressure blowing the turbine, taking the fuel containment vessel up in the explosion. Both the faulty design and lack of finances contributed to the catastrophe.
We were an all-volunteer force, self-organized, tried to help the fire brigades contain the spill.
On the patch, gamma radiation lines crossed with a red drop of blood.
I lived by the river since I was a small boy. The Esperance didn't have the art to let it all go to shit without trying to do something to help out. There wasn't much the volunteer force could do, however. We wasted years in the river mud, years getting sick. There's a reason why everyone's tried to forget any of it ever happened, and why no one has tried to repair or replace the pile. So much disappointment and early deaths. Cancer mostly. And we knew all that was coming even as we were cleaning up as best we could. No one's. Everyone's.
So much bitterness.
A bunch of poor people built themselves a primitive nuclear reactor, hoping for the best. What do you think is going to happen? The cleanup happened 15 years ago. I was young then. Later, my second aunt died. Left me this shack and all the assorted junk in it. So I came to Martinez. People told me don't go there. It's a shithole. I said, people, we just had a nuclear pile meltdown. I'm gonna get as far away from Forburg as I can. Still in the same city, but I like the theory more than the story. Outward movement, not vortices.
Yeah, you gotta get in on those vortices, my man.
You said you'd done it before, yeah?
It's almost like he's worried for you. The lieutenant steps away, pretending to admire some of the knickknacks on display. Looks like he doesn't want to get involved.
Damn, dude.
Go ahead then, he thinks. As long as you can walk straight, I don't care. He won't be your nog, but he won't be thrilled about this either.
Here you go, man.
Yes, darling. That's the coalition government ordained Parolidon. Straight into your gut.
Hell yeah, drugs.
Not so sure about this. Because it's an anti-radiation drug, and you're a cop, not a post-apocalyptic scavenger.
Thanks, man.
Of course. You mean Reese Poley? Yeah, I do, but I'm not some Mr. Fix-It. I'm a pawnbroker. If you want to pawn the tape, sure. Although it looks pretty worthless.
Just explain why you need this so much. He's bound to understand.
Huh? What do you mean?
Yo, you like hypnotic dance
Yes.
music?
What about it? Is it any good? The music, I mean. Man, you're really invested in this.
I really am.
Okay, I'll help you out. It's going to take a moment, though, so just sit back and
Dude.
relax.
Yeah, hell yeah. Thanks, man. You're the best.
You take some time to look around the store. The play of visuals all around the pawn shop is mesmerizing. Suddenly, Roy turns back to you with a reel of tape in his hand.
I'm not gonna give him
and
shit.
coughs.
I won't give him shit. I'm a good guy.
Yeah, my pleasure. I'll do what I can for true passion projects. Just try not to use this tape for negative photon emissions. Take responsibility. Okay.
Yeah, thanks, man. What do the drugs do? Where are the drugs? Is it in tools? Psyche, huh? We'll see if I need it.
Wow, a very large red t-shirt with an impressive print stands out from the other garb.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah, the print depicts a muscled man striding toward you, a giant sword in each hand, encircled by burning embers. Behind
He's
him
got two
is a
swords.
cluster of
He has
cabins
two swords,
engulfed in
Jess.
flames. Beneath him are the words, Hjelmdal burning. The antlers on the hood of the man's cloak and his piercing blue eyes are familiar.
Yeah. A false hero, a guardian of the masculine order, bro.
I doubt the real man from Hjelmdal was as poor a role model as the one in the popular literature. But yes, the books are very sexist, in a not entirely unenjoyable way. I mean, even if the man from Hjelmdal didn't exist before the adventure novels, the stories have made it so that he has. It's simple, really.
Okay.
Oh my god.
You sound skeptical. It's not that complicated. All that's required is a more robust understanding of cause and effect. Besides, I've been to Kotla, though not quite as far north as the Hjelmdal, and watched northern lights travel across the sky. Very unique, energetic tides there.
His theory isn't exactly incoherent, but its logic does suggest some unusual neural activity. Interesting. Very, very unique energies indeed. Geomagnetic ley lines, one might even say.
2 real.
That's dirt cheap.
You should.
Yeah, sure.
Welcome to Hjelmdal, officer.
A typical Martinez streetlight sits.
No, I'm not gonna buy anything else. I'm done here. I got hypnotic dance music to support, bro. How come I can't fast travel right now? Maybe I'm too close, that's why. Oh shit, it's raining. We're back at the church. We're back at the church. Alright, egghead.
Good morning, comrade! Yeah! Harder car! Yeah! Remix time! Tape goes here, into deck B!
A hand on his ear, he listens to the audio through his headphones and shouts.
Wow! Did you get this from Arno himself?
A great excitement is bubbling to the surface within him. This is big.
Uh-oh.
Listen, I'm just going to show it to you. Ready?
Damn, the guitar. It's the disco, too.
Wow! Here's that? The signs match perfectly! Now, if only we had the beat for the full assault, it would be unbelievably hyper!
What is this? It's good. How did you guys do that?
Yes, but what if Van Eyck based his remix on some forgotten local melody, like a folk song, and you just found the original piece that inspired him to create this jam? That would explain why it fits so well.
Nah, to me it sounds like classic Van Eyck. I don't think he needs any inspiration from folk songs. Maybe he lives in Martinez and just threw away part of his song because he thought it wasn't good enough.
I think it's just happenstance. Chaos in action. Contingencies of our limited
Oh my
existence.
god, these people are too
that
much,
and
man.
Egghead's fantastic talent.
These people are way too
No,
much.
this is definitely part of the same song. Something cut from it. It fits too well. Something mysterious is going on here.
Be how it may, if it fits, it fits. Bring up the volume.
What about the bass? Do you have any ideas for that? Yeah, I remember. You said it needs more bass.
Alright.
Oh,
Let's find some bass. Let's find some bass.
But how?
What about that compressor Andre was setting up to achieve some sort of parallel processing?
Don't be too hard on yourself if you don't figure it out. I think the jam's already pretty ultra.
But it could be hyper hardcore.
Interfacing again, huh? Yeah, this is gonna be a tough one. I think these are the only things I have for interfacing. Don't really have anything else. I wish there was a way to like sort them by like what stats they give. Oh no, I don't want that. Well, it's fine.
Good morning, comrade. Yeah, harder.
Oh, the god of dance is back! I'm dancing with the god of dance! Goodbye, officer.
Andre's dancing sucks ass. Alright, well let's do like what is it, 8%? Let's do
comrade.
Bzz, 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 goes the track in the background, never ending. You can't grasp what's missing, but you can try to make something up anyway.
Nah.
The young man bobs his head to the music, much as before.
There's no... I don't want to take the last of my speed just for this. Or maybe... I mean... Maybe I could. I have plenty of speed, why not? Let's take some speed. Hello, can I take my speed? Why can't I use my speed? Morale's damaged, but it's okay.
Good morning, comrade. Yeah, harder.
Here's an idea. Say what you said before, the exact same thing. Or wait, say something that's only marginally different.
You gotta reroute the
drastically different.
The sound juice, the sound
The
juice.
fluxifier? Where is that?
Maybe just I can't touch this. I can't touch it. I can't touch it. I can't touch it.
Top secret cop tech. Mega cool. You gotta bring us some, big sheriff. The future of hard sign depends on it.
Don't listen to him. He's making shit up. There's no top secret cop audio
Shut up,
tech.
Noid.
There's
You're
other
not
top
helping.
secret spying on people tech, most likely. But cops don't care about music.
Oh no, oh no, it's a -1. Not like this. Oh, I've ruined it. I've ruined it. It's so over. It's so over. I have to flee in shame. I actually have to run away in shame. All right. I need to find out where the buoy is. I actually don't know where the buoy is. West of the boardwalk on the coast, somewhere in the reeds. Maybe it's like down here? I feel like I did see a buoy, but I don't quite remember where it was. Yeah, I have no idea where the fucking movie is. Or like the theoretical sniper shot positions either. I don't know about that. There's west of the boardwalk. I forgot about the dice again. Whatever.
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it. The door hasn't been opened in a long while. You see a handle.
From here to the whirling, I can't see how. The church is in the way.
Is there something here that would indicate a sniper used this place as a nest for taking the shot? Just some urban detritus, a bottle, and a dilapidated old comms tower. In the distance you can hear the breakers roar.
I don't see it, Lieutenant W. Freighter. I don't see a person take a shot here and hit something there, in the whirling in rags. To warm his hands before pulling the trigger? Perhaps, but anyone could have made this. The coast is specked with fire this time of year. Truthfully, this seems like a very poor choice to take a 1.2 kilometer rifle shot from. Visibility is awful. There's water vapor everywhere. I think we can rule out biddable prime, was it? It's not possible to climb that ladder, and even if it were, why? There's no platform up there to aim from. Those? A smoking assailant who favors Tumutiri to Astra or Juan? Cigarette butts are everywhere. This is a common brand for all men.
Still, you felt it was important enough to make a mental note. That means something. You didn't pay attention to any of the other cigarette butts on the coast. There, 1.2 kilometers over the wave-crossed bay, through heavy, dark grey curtains of rain, you see the smallest
Inland
rectangle,
Empire is pretty cool.
barely visible.
Yo, visual calculus though.
A glowing light on the third floor of the whirling in rags. With binoculars, you would see a young woman's shape move behind the glass, her limbs long and slender. Smoking, drinking, being happy and elated. Without you. Because you're here, freezing in the wind, aren't you? Doing your detective work.
So this was Land's End. Go around this fucking fence, man. What the hell? It's so lame. Up, I think. Up to the side.
There's some tear.
This is the boardwalk, right? Is this not the boardwalk? What do I think of the outfit? It's not a great outfit.
There's some tear, an empty cigarette package, and a crumpled kebab wrapper in the trash bin. 2 empty... No.
A tragedy.
He shakes his head with genuine... Whoever tossed it here, Red Astra is the black market version of Astra cigarettes. No, you see, it's hard to concentrate.
It's not the boardwalk? What's the boardwalk then? I guess that's the boardwalk? Also, I don't know like what determines whether I can fast travel or not. Oh shit, a book for small kids?
You hold in your hand the colorful primer. The title reads, A Primer for Small Kids. There's a bear involved.
Shit, bears, I love bears.
Every page has one word designating one letter of the alphabet with a faded illustration. Most of them are scientific and cultural principles. It goes as follows. A is for azimuth. B is for Boreas. C is for cosine. D is for diamite. E is for ellipse. F is for phlogiston. G is for gamete. H is for homeboy.
Homeboy.
I is for econ. J is for Eura. K is for collapse. L is for laudanum.
What the hell is this?
M is for myriad. N is for nadir. O is for aureole. P is for perihelion.
Okay.
Q is for quasar. R is for rhododendron. S is for sinus. T is for tricolor. U is for ultra. V is for vector. W is for Wahrheit. X is for xylophone. Y is for Ustava. Z is for zenith.
That's it?
That's it. You know the alphabet now.
Okay.
Good. I also know the alphabet.
I love Kim.
It is a very useful skill to have, he thinks, for all sorts of life activities like reading and...
Oh my god. Oh man. I love Kim. He's so good, dude. Oh, so this is the boardwalk, right? So this is the rest of the boardwalk.
A metal and plastic contraption bobs up and down amidst the trembling reeds. At first, it just looks like trash, but if you look closer...
That, over there, must be the boy class you told us about. The one she hid her passport in. We should take a look.
Ooh, hidden things, secrets, lies. You lift the boy out of the water without much effort. It's not tied to anything. The cords dangling from the bottom appear to have been cut. The number 11 has been written on the yellow plastic. It hasn't been in the water for very long, but it's already discolored and slimy with silt. A latch holds it close, but only just barely. The brittle metal of the latch has cracked.
Simple construction. Very unsafe.
There's something in there, splashing around. It smells like you would expect it to smell. A concentrated version of the coast. Salt, industrial slop, and decay. The water this side of the peninsula is cleaner, actually. Smells a little salty. A shot glass's worth of seawater pours out, some algae, and nothing else.
Well, damn. We still got here too late. There's nothing of use here anymore. I have no idea. Or think we do. This is a small loose end, either way. Not important, I hope. In my experience, cryptids are generally uninterested in travel documentation. We should go.
You could ask the miss what she thinks, later, if you have the time, though you doubt she'll tell you much at this point.
Well, time to get up on the boardwalk then, right? I'm assuming that is the boardwalk.
You see a once bright mural towering above you. The signage has peeled off over the years, but you can still make out Feld Electrical R&D. A slogan used to intertwine with the loops a long time ago. Now only a shadow of peeled letters remains. It says, "Tomorrow is just a whisper away." Above the mural, a collapsed roof, broken windows set in walls that are cracking and will soon also fall, and the coastal breeze rustling and sighing in the remains of the edifice. Feld Electrical. How ironic, all these dark rooms. Feld Electrical, you only know them as a small company that makes ink cartridges. Looks like they used to be big. There's something in the wind. Sometimes the only way to go forward is to fail first.
In there? She could. Or she could be in the identical room over there, or in that boat shack. In that church tower, maybe.
Why single out this one building?
Shivers.
The remaining windows rattle from a strong gust of wind. They're covered in a thick layer of grime. They must have been like this for 40 years. Dripping water falls from a high place. All you can see is the shadow of a collapsing staircase. There's rust and corrosion on the bars. They're foaming with it. And a small layer of white salt from the sea.
No. I won't even try. You know, I had a partner once. They called him Eyes, because he had to show me things. It's that bad.
This partner of his, Eyes, things didn't end well. It saddens him to say his name. Don't even ask. He wouldn't answer. Maybe some other small talk.
Well enough, actually. It's odd how that works. I'm no sharpshooter, but I passed my shooting courses 7 out of 10.
Where the boardwalk shot be fired from? What am I looking for I don't get it. Was I not supposed to check over here for the possible place to shoot it at? Why is it not letting me check? Did I just look at the wrong spot? I don't even know how to get to the island either, which is really annoying.
Hello again.
I'll think about it later. Shivers, huh? Something that'll give the shivers. From high Helmdall.
The once bright mural towers above you, saying, Feld Electrical, R&D. Tomorrow is just a whisper away. Even though you're sure you succeeded, all is quiet. There is no cold hand brushing against your forehead, no rustle in the reeds. The wind has died down. The ruin in front of you is silent as a tomb. Trying to talk to the wind, the city, whatever you thought would happen, did not. And now you're just standing there with your hands fallen to your side. Is trying to talk to the city something you've done before? Is it in your secret repertoire? A trick for when you're out of ideas? A prayer of sorts to Rivershaw.
How do we? I was really hoping she'd be in the village. Okay. She's probably north of the village, and this place is a peninsula. We already scanned most of the outdoor areas on our wild cryptid hunt, so we have an understanding of the geography, at least. And then there's the church. We've already searched that and can rule it out. I know it doesn't feel like progress, but exclusion is a step too. Anyway, we do it the old-fashioned way, sector by sector. Go over the whole peninsula, ask the locals, enter the places where we can enter first, like we did in the village. Then, if we're desperate, we can look where we can't enter. Bunkers, storm drainage, this place. I'm sure it won't come to that.
Walk the coast, the old boardwalk, the reeds. You can always come back here and talk to the wind again. Look where it already got you. Suddenly, there's a sigh, carried on the molecules around you, moving, flowing from high pressure to low pressure, like that of a woman emptying her lungs. She wraps the collapsing stone box in front of you in her breath, flowing through it. In through the collapsed roof, flowing down a concrete staircase to the basement, sweeping away footprints in the dust on the stairs, and then the beach below the boardwalk, its winding tunnels, a whisper away.
She's down there.
Okay, why? Right. How do we get in there? The doors were on the collapsed side of this building. They're gone, basically. Perhaps you can climb them. We are not climbing anything. I'm 43 years old, and I plan to live to see 70.
A rusty ladder leads to the rooftop. Some of the rungs are missing.
Yeah, that doesn't look good at all.
The distances between the remaining rungs are rather wide. You'd have to use the mounting brackets. However, they seem corroded and the peeling rust is razor sharp. In addition, the first rung is going to be tough to reach. It's what, 3 meters above the ground? And you're 180?
I'm a giant.
Okay, but still, the roof is collapsing and the wind gets pretty brutal up there. Dismounting from the ladder is going to be hard. Perhaps if you were to not climb the ladder. Instead, what if you were to reconceptualize climbing the ladder? Yes, climbing it would be too expensive. The animations your body needs to make interacting with the ladder are beyond your capabilities at this moment in your career. Astral projection. Be open-minded about this.
What if I just tell him?
Teleportation is not a thing.
Even if it isn't, no one told you.
That's not how physics work, Detective. And even if it were, wouldn't you need some kind of apparatus? A teleportation field or...
What are they talking about?
Teleportation, Mikhail. It's generally thought impossible.
Yeah, shut up, dude. No one asked you.
Oh yes, it could hurt. A lot.
Savoir-faire, I guess. Do I have anything else for savoir-faire? I don't think I did. I think that was the only thing. Let's see.
The rusty ladder leads to the rooftop. On second thought, maybe teleportation isn't a thing.
Why?
Because you're just standing there squeezing your buttocks and nothing is happening.
I'm not gonna say anything.
The lieutenant looks at you with that "I know you're thinking the stupid thing" look as you grow tired of clenching your buttocks and give up.
Right. Well, I'm no bitch. I'm no bitch.
The rusty ladder leads to the rooftop. All you need to do is close your eyes and concentrate. Darkness enfolds you. You can feel the distance between the bench and the first rung of the ladder. All you need to is... Zoot, zap, pow, crinkle! It's like magic. You feel yourself disappear, your atoms fading out of existence.
Oh my god, I can't believe it.
Bang! You find yourself on the roof, having mastered the art of physical displacement.
I teleported.
I just saw you climb the ladder. You just climbed it like a regular person.
The wind at the top of the building starts howling loudly, blowing away the lieutenant's voice. Faintly you hear,
Never mind. Find a way to let me in when you get inside. Don't go adventuring without backup, especially if we think the suspect may be hiding here.
Two rusty metal plates that slide apart form a crude door. It's been here under the boardwalk for a while. The doors seem to be on rails, but they've gotten jammed. You grab a side and put some strength into prying it open. With the help of your partner, the two metal panels slide open with a creak.
Huh. I hope no one dangerous heard that. After you climbed up to the roof, you mean? There's a maintenance entrance under the boardwalk. It's next to a drain pipe, possibly a storm drain.
Oh, come on. He just
It was
found the
easy
way
to miss
here?
before.
He's quite proud of himself.
At least now we have an exit, so let's get going. It's time to investigate these passages.
Where is this? Oh, it's just like there. Okay, well I don't need... I still want to figure out like where about like the possible sniper shooting from the boardwalk. Like where am I supposed to investigate that? Because it wasn't on the roof.
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching from one corner to the other.
Correct. The density of the bullet holes is unusual. Even in a general average bullet hole frequency in Martinez sense. Grim affairs. Meaning, this is a lot of bullet holes. Looks like fully automatic rifle fire. Something you don't see these days. The manufacturing and sale of automatic rifles was curtailed after the revolution. The destructive power of such tools proved to be too much. We do need to retain some humanity in this world.
Visual calculus. Damn, I have a lot of stuff for encyclopedia if I ever need that.
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the... Unable to piece together the big picture just now. There's a hole in their hypothesis.
I'm done.
The scattering of bullet holes
No.
looks like one giant smiling mouth, smiling its deadly smile, laughing at you and the world and the living. A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the... Unable to piece together the big picture just now. The scattering of bullet holes looks like one giant smiling mouth, smiling its deadly...
Let's do this again. Shit, it's snowing now, huh?
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the... Unable to piece together the big picture just now. There's a hole. The scattering of...
Oh, this can't be real, man. That's almost...
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the crack. Unable to piece together the big picture just now. There's a hole in their hypothesis.
Are you seeing this?
The scattering of...
That's so stupid, man. How did I fail all those rolls, dude? That's so whack, man. I'm actually kind of upset about that. Why did all of that fail? Still don't know where a potential shooter would have been on the boardwalk, so. Ay, ay, ay. Oh.
There it is again, like a swarm of hornets buzzing under your scalp. A strange tingling you can almost smell.
No, what do you mean? I don't feel it, but we should still be careful. There were footprints back there, and I'm pretty sure they were fresh. No, but you are the sensitive one.
It's not a quib. The situation is dangerous.
Looks like our suspect. If she's in here, we need to plan our next step carefully. Once we detain a credible suspect, who knows what the Union and the Wild Pines will do? We'll set in motion events we have no control over.
You will upset the balance of power in Martinez. The deadlock between the company and the Union will destabilize. Keep calm. Go over the whole situation in detail.
You're right. However corrupt he may be, nothing happens in Martinez without him knowing. We might have to dirty our hands, but...
In this case, we can't afford to be squeaky clean.
You think we should finish running it now? Maybe you're right. It might not be as useful later.
It's a minor point. Don't worry too much about this. There are bigger fish.
Okay, why not? Whatever goes down might also affect her. The Union is watching her closely now.
This really feels like a point of no return,
Not closely enough, you suspect. But still, good idea to visit her once more.
You mean Morel? I don't see how cryptozoology and the murder investigation are connected. But the situation in the city will get tense for everyone. Well, we are not responsible for what we can't predict, are we? I don't think the entire city will be razed to the ground.
If you can't predict it, there's nothing you could have done.
I think I see a cavern. Maybe more cellars? I think we've been careful enough. We still have the element of surprise.
I wouldn't be so sure. You haven't exactly been sneaking.
Or maybe not. Either way, once we go deeper, there will be no turning back.
Okay, I think I'll turn back then. Where the hell is like... Oh, I need a fucking skill point. I need to get on the fucking island too. Yeah, I don't think I'm ready to fully commit to everything yet. I mean, I found bullet traces on the fucking boardwalk, man, but it was like multiple critical failures, dude. I'm actually like so annoyed by that. I'm actually so annoyed that I failed like a multiple like 90% rolls. It's so annoying, man. Hey, hold on. Joyce has got a boat. Can you take me somewhere?
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? Well, technically speaking, I'm not on it right now. Oh my, the E word. You mean to say that it's...
Detective.
Then what is...
A fleet.
This, Yes. Anyway, good.
Can you take me on your boat? Let me use your boat. Oh my god, she's useless. Oh man.
Officer, care to play a game with the lonely old man? Actually, never mind. Wouldn't be the same. The prick is gone. I can barely believe it.
Wait,
but
he's dead?
He's really gone. Hell, most likely. He was an absolute Kent. His hungry little heart finally gave out. The dock workers found him in the guard booth this morning. Wasn't even supposed to be working for another week, but he just had to prove how tough he is.
Did he feel like he has to prove he can still pull his weight? Doesn't need handouts?
Guess he was about to head home, 'cause when the dock workers found him, he was wearing civilian clothes and not the Kuketu uniform I saw him in all the time. Sometimes I thought he was wearing it just to piss me off. Now the joke's on him, 'cause he's gonna be buried without it. No, René was the most stubborn man in Revachol. Nothing you or I could say would ever push him to do anything. The man was completely immovable.
He has doubts, but right now, he just wants to move on and not think about it.
I repeat, an absolute Kent. Even his old army buddies didn't want him around. He was like an old viper. The only people who could stand to be around him were Jenny and me. She saw something in him when we were just kids and she never lost sight of it. And I thought if the most beautiful being in the world can love him, then there must be something worth holding on to. We've hated each other our entire lives. So much, in fact, that... Yes, I loved that angry prick. He didn't deserve it, but I did. You know what his last words to me were? In Guillaume's time, you'd have been shot without trial. That's what he said to me. He lived a Kent, and he died a Kent. Let's leave it at that. Let me see. This was 60 years ago. We all went to that parade. Young René looked so happy, and Jenny... I'm sorry, officer. I just... Thank you. Thank you for this little memorabilia. It really means the world to me.
That was nice. A small thing for us, but invaluable to him. He probably didn't even know René had the photo. Yes, we are both very sorry for your loss.
It is what it is. Part of life, really. But to know someone for 79 years, then one day they're just gone. I just don't know anymore. About anything, really. But you must need something. It's too late now, officer. You got back too late. René is gone. The prick survived all the bullets, swords, and explosion just to die of a heart attack. Ironic, isn't it? Even his own bitter little heart couldn't stand him. Keep it. It's not having a real bull. Besides, it doesn't really matter now. I've never seen anyone else play pétanque in Martinez.
He will never play pétanque again.
I don't really think I have anything more to talk about with him.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Yes. It took some convincing, but I got the mercenary's name and a few biographical details. Are you ready?
The lieutenant leans in to listen, notebook in hand.
That suit of armor was issued to an Oranese citizen named Ellis Kortenaer. That's Ellis Kortenaer. Exact date of birth unknown.
She's so French.
He was signed into the Lelystad County Neonatal Care Unit on 28th of February 09.
Neonatal Care Unit?
He was found as a newborn in a leaf compactor near an abandoned farm. He spent 4 months in the neonatal unit, survived apparently, and was assigned to a foster family at 2.
According to Klasia, Lele said his real name wasn't really his. Perhaps that's because he was fostered.
This is what the ICP knows about him. He was raised by foster parents, entered the Eastbrand Military Academy in Vredefort at 17, then served in the Oranese forces till he was honorably discharged in 41, just a year before the Seminese conflict. Then the armor followed him to Seminine, or at least I assume it did. And that's it. There are no records of his employment in Crenel, or any of its other incarnations, or him even entering Revachol. It's a garden tool used to press leaves into these cubes. It's a detail the hospital had, the only detail in these files. So I thought it would be good for you to know.
It is. Thank you, Alice.
None, officer. Sorry.
Even that is a small miracle. These organizations usually double-check their inventory. Thank you, Alice. Great work.
No problem, Lieutenant.
A name. This is very good. Ellis Kortenaer.
Sometimes police work is about human dignity, about giving back names to anonymous victims.
I'm glad the inquiry was helpful to your investigation, officer. Did you have any other questions? 57th, over and out.
In the cabin, you...
Well, I can go try that stupid visual calculus roll again and see how that goes. Hey, man.
Hi again, gendarme. Bye-bye, gendarme.
Hello, officer. I think I almost have it. A new very little. Not yet. I know.
It's clear.
By which I mean, I have to
He means asexual reproduction.
Nature does not concern herself with ethical propositions. As a
Oh, hello, sweetie.
I don't think the cryptozoologist knows anything, but we can talk to Klasia.
Officer, it's a fine day for questions. Oh.
Did you take the documents?
No, of course not. As I said, it would have been too risky for me to use those documents anyway. My employer gave them to me. In truth, I should have destroyed them.
She doesn't seem to be lying. She's genuinely spooked by their disappearance.
Yeah, it was a cryptid.
Cryptid? Of course. That must be it. Thank you. I feel better already. Now that I think about it, you mentioned seawater. I was worried I'd been too careless with the latch. The documents were probably just washed away. I really don't know, sir. I certainly don't feel like I've won. I feel like shit, sir. All the time.
She smiles. A bitter little smile. She means it.
Clearly, I haven't. We're having this conversation, aren't we? How well could it have gone, I mean?
The wet wind, heavy with brine and industrial pollution from the stacks nearby, ruffles her hair.
I'm stuck in Martinez just like all of us. I've been up here for... I don't know how long now. I like to call this my rooftop containment facility. For my sins, of course. The long-standing sins of a bad, frivolous person. For destroying my first love. For working for bad people. The list goes on and on. Did I? Why do I still feel suspicion hanging over me then? What I managed was to get him killed. I understand that.
The lieutenant looks away, over the railing. He feels uncomfortable with this conversation. He doesn't know what to add.
I don't know what to say. None of this is fortuitous for me.
She nods, slowly, carefully even. There is suddenly a strange glint in her eyes. Not malicious, but dangerous.
Can I tell Kim to stop following me so I can talk to her?
Yes? Excuse me? Detective, if I may be frank, you seem to be in a deranged state. You have trouble remembering things. You've misplaced your badge. I cannot let you act in the name of the RCM without supervision until you've regained control of your faculties.
Oh, so you're an unaccountable wreck who has to be supervised? You don't have to take this display of authority. You can disobey.
Some you time? This is a police investigation, not a journey of self-discovery. You'll still have your evenings to yourself. Please do. We wouldn't want your regiment to spill over into the investigation.
The lieutenant is pretty sure self-care is just a euphemism for nihilistic binge drinking.
Well, I can't confront her alone. Nothing more I can really do here. Should I just go back to Everett?
The tracks are as they have ever been. A bit more worn, perhaps.
Well, I can just go to the dice maker, I suppose. Get my fantasy dice. Yeah.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die? Very good. That will be 7 real for 1 custom die. Here's the cursed die you ordered.
The phrases read, God is indifferent. Take all. Lose all. 50-50. Nothing happens. And pale.
It's a die. Try rolling it.
You throw the ball on the floor, and it ends with one of the phrases facing upwards. God is indifferent.
Good. Now roll again, detective.
It lands on exactly the same result. God is indifferent. It declares again.
It's a sphere pretending to be a 6-sided die. Each roll will end with one of the phrases facing up. The die originates in Ilmara, where it was used for cleromancy. Except I've weighted the die. When you try rolling it, you realize that each time it gets you exactly the same result. God is indifferent.
It's even worse than she says. God is dead. We live in a forsaken age.
In the face of death? No,
Not really.
What a relief.
It is, isn't it? There's something liberating about knowing it's just we humans. No all-powerful forces guiding us, watching us, judging us. Good luck, officer. I'm sorry. I'm a bit overloaded just now, so I can only produce one die per customer. I'm listening. I'm pretty sure it's sure. Good.
Okay, well, that's it. I heard. Guess I'll just go out this way. I'll go down back. I'll go to the basement. I mean, I guess I'll talk to Everard again. Or maybe I'll do the... I'll check out the boardwalk again. Alright, I'll put another point into visual calculus. I've placed another point into visual calculus. I'll venture out to the boardwalk once again.
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across a row of ghostly shades stand facing the wall. There are many of them, a dozen at least, their heads lowered and eyes blindfolded. It's quiet, no sound, no movement.
Oh, it's a firing squad.
10 meters away, other shades are lined up in an orderly manner, automatic rifles primed. A gust of wind blows by. The coats of the firing squad flap slowly in the breeze. A single person stands on the side. The sun blazes high up in the sky, baking the planks, the sand, your skin. The order was carried out in the afternoon. A long time has passed since the moment of this fusillading. Rain and brine have since washed all the blood away. Not a trace remains. The abundance of bullet holes leads to two options. Either an inordinate amount of executions were performed here, or they did not use a conscience round, where only one soldier has the loaded rifle. Looks like this was a mass execution with everyone fully armed. A host of men, probably in everyday clothes, ragged from the conflict and covered in dust. They were not sitting, a common practice for executions in some nations, as demonstrated by the height level of the bullet holes. They stand, facing the wall. It's impossible to discern any details about their personality or background. Ordinary people, familiar, each and every one of them. Comrades, the forsaken, the wretched, who tried to rise against the horrors of the world. 7 men in combat uniforms and dark coats, holding automatic rifles aimed at the people. Soldiers from some side, but from which one? The commandant, the one who gives the order. Machine gun fire crackling through the air. The lights of the muzzle flashes dancing on his face.
I don't know. I don't know who died here, lined up beside that horrible wall. It could have been any of the parties involved in the revolution. Perhaps the ones executed here were the loyalist conservatives, killed by the communists at the start of the Civil War. Or it could have been the communists, put to death during the last stretch of the conflict by the coalition forces.
Remember what Trent Heidelstein said about Veld?
Another likely scenario. Yeah, it's very unlikely the coalition forces were the ones who died here. They were always the last ones against the wall. To be honest, if a coalition member was anyone in this situation, it was the commandant, the superior giving the orders.
A cold sea wind blows away the figures. Behind this building, the other one, once filled with engineers and designers of Feld Electric, now collapsed and dead, but for some rats. You feel drawn, for some reason, to the faded mural again. A row of ghostly shades facing a crumbling wall. With another 7 shade, a cold sea behind this.
Okay, well this wasn't related to anything.
There's no way the perp is in here, officer. Look how scarred the boards are. All attempts to pry them off have failed. Not this time. The opposition is insurmountable, but I like the spirit. Have some points. It's lonely and cold without points. And dangerous. Dangerous too.
The suspect? God, I hope not. I can't see a way in, though many have tried.
Where on the boardwalk is supposed to be like the vantage point for a potential sniper? Like I've been looking for it all over. It's like not here. That's Land's End, and that's the boardwalk, right? Like, that's where I was. I'm so confused. I guess. Maybe I should just go talk to the suspects. I don't know if there's any other point to doing all these side quests right now. I suppose I'll just go in and talk to her. And see what happens.
The light vanishes inside the concrete slit. The structure goes deep under the earth.
No idea. Could be connected to one of the buildings around here. We might find her down somewhere. There's an old storm drain system beneath Martinez that's mostly collapsed. Revachol sewage system has been built and rebuilt 4 or 5 times now. In conclusion, she could be under any building. I hope not.
Maybe it's just a storm drain for the sewer. There's no echo and no answer.
Yeah, I'll just go in. Why not? Let's see what happens.
Suddenly, your entire body is paralyzed. Aggressive white noise fills your skull. A strange pain, like you've never felt before. Through the static, you hear a woman's voice. It's like 1,000 radio stations are being blasted into your head all at once. But her words are the only ones you can make out.
I know you're feeling pretty uncomfortable right now. Don't move too much or fight it. That'll just make it worse. Can't say it's a pleasure, officer. I was really hoping not to make your acquaintance. But here we are.
As she says the word, officer, you feel a spike in the agony. It sounds like the entire radio frequency range is screaming directly into your neural pathways.
Oh, I fucking died.
You feel something in your chest, an unnatural pressure.
What the hell?
It's spreading to your left arm. You don't think this is a sign of... There's no shame. Cop suffers final heart attack. A detective...
Okay. Interesting. That was something. Maybe I should get like a pain threshold thing? I don't know. I think we just try again, huh? I'll just check out this again.
Suddenly, your entire body is paralyzed. It's like 1,000...
I know you're feeling... Can't say it's a pleasure, officer.
As she says the word, you feel something in your chest. An unnatural pressure.
Okay.
It's spreading. Don't think there's no... Cop suffers.
Okay. Well, I guess I can't confront her. Well, shit. I guess I'll go... I guess if I can't... Do I just need to... Hold on. If I level up my physique... I don't even think this helps. I'll probably just die
Suddenly,
again, right?
your entire body is paralyzed. It's like
I know you can't say it's a pleasure.
As she says the word,
yeah, I'm just dead
you
again.
feel something in your
Alright,
chest.
well, I
an
guess...
unnatural pressure. It's spreading. Don't think there's no... Cop suffers.
I should get like... Oh no, not new game. No, not that. I wonder if I have to go like... get headphones or something. Okay, well, I guess talking to Ruby is not possible right now. So I'll have to go figure out how to make that possible, I suppose. Which I do not know what to do. I don't want this. Huh. Well, maybe I'll go, sheesh. Well, I'm not done with the cryptozoology stuff, but like, there's nothing to do about the cryptozoology because these kids don't know anything.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone. The scruffy-haired little boy.
What?
I don't think...
This one.
Lily's our mom.
The stone. The other one. Wow. So intellect.
Yes. Yes. You're stupid.
Just as it looks like there's no...
You're stupid.
The secrets of understanding the tongues of children have been lost.
You're stupid.
Alright, I called a bunch of kids stupid. I feel proud of myself. Who am I supposed to talk to regarding the missing insects? I mean... there are no other kids here. There's quite literally no other kids here. So I don't know who I'm supposed to talk to about the traps. Whatever. Maybe if I build up pain tolerance. I don't know. I'm actually really confused what I'm supposed to do now. If I like miss something. Do I need pain threshold? Since it clear? I mean, I guess it's worth a shot, right? Because there was a check, but I did fail. Just quick save again. I mean, I'm probably just gonna fucking die again, but I might as well see what happens. What's this?
A mustachioed and mutton-chopped man, amateurishly depicted, gazes at you with sad eyes. A plaque reads, K. Mazov. There is a spider web in the lower left corner of the portrait. Years' worth of dust is shaken off. The full head of hair, matched by an ample moustache and sideburns, look a bit silly.
Yes, I can see that. Looks like some communists were hiding out here. They left a long time ago.
The lieutenant does not seem to share your enthusiasm.
Half a century? This was probably part of the network of defense posts the communards built against the amphibious landing. I think the purpose of this bunker was to produce propaganda. It would have had radio equipment back then. but that's all been looted. We have found a lot of those lately. I guess what most people think of as history tends to linger in rundown neighborhoods. Martinez being what it is, no one has gone through the trouble of cleaning out the old bunkers. I won't stand in your way, but only after we're through with this case. Millions of depictions of Mazov have been produced. They're not all connected. Besides, that looked like some student. The youths always go for this kind of stuff. You mean like Ruby? No, I think we've stumbled on a piece of history.
A mustachioed and
Interesting. A secret room. Oh well, let's see if there's a...
Suddenly, your entire body is paralyzed. It's like
I know you can't say it's a pleasure.
as she says the word officer,
Yeah.
you feel something in your
I think
chest.
maybe I just go to
An
freeze and-
unnatural pressure. It's spreading. Don't think all you cop suffers.
Whatever. Maybe I just need to buy some health items. Is that all I need to do to get past this? I guess I can just go to Freed's. Who knows? Maybe it'll help. Wait, does the pawn shop have like headphones or some shit?
You see Rose try to find something pretty and cool here, then use it to win her back. Why? What's this? A headless man riding a horse? A headless man wearing futuristic tracksuit trousers that say found.
Oh, that's the Headless Phone Rider. The Headless Phone Rider. It's an urban legend about a man who rides the streets of Revachol sporting a fawn tracksuit. As you see, he's missing his head. 50 cents. Bargain price. I'll throw in the tiny cap too. I think he's looking for it, or something. That part of the story has many interpretations.
He lost his cap when he lost his head. Perhaps he's looking for the head.
Did I mention that this figurine is supposed to be lucky? Always carry it with you.
Alright.
That was a very smooth salesman's grin that almost comes off as earnest. You should learn from him. All the
Okay, there's nothing new that I want to look at in here. Alright, let's go to Freed's. Let's buy some items.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled.
Okay, here. Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
Right to work!
suppose we will try standing Ruby.
Suddenly, your entire body is paralyzed. It's like a...
I know you can't say it's a...
As she says the word, that's an awful decision. Why would you not want to shield yourself from it? It's an entirely new type of experience. Way worse than all the previous ones. Don't focus on the pain. Focus on doing your job. Tell her she's under arrest.
No, I'm not going to fucking kill you. If that had been my plan, you'd be dead already. All things considered, I'm being pretty reasonable here. I'm using a pale latitude compressor. You and your partner have been caught in its field.
The explosion of static you're hearing is the ULAN frequency, blasted from that pale emitter that Angus mentioned.
That boy's really gotta learn to keep his trap shut. And it's not a bloody pale emitter. It doesn't emit pale.
That's fucking Chinese, what the hell?
A pale latitude compressor is used to sort of make the pale more manageable. With a lot of these, you can force a radio signal grid on the pale, literally crunch the distance across it. Signals are relayed across a series of repeater stations fixed to buoys. Not a fun job manning those stations. All alone out there in the pale, people lose their minds in just a few years.
So, what we are experiencing is a concentration of radio waves.
Precisely. This is an industrial strength paraboloid. It's meant for forcing dimensions on something that doesn't have them. Needless to say, the frequencies used are out of this world. At the upper limit is the large prime number generator station. It's used specifically for pale latitude compression. That's why you may be hearing some numbers. But you might also hear, or think you're hearing, local radio chatter.
She's been holed up in here for a while with no one to talk to. Keep her talking, and you just might get an opportunity to break loose.
I built it myself.
That's illegal. I'm guessing it's patented. But we are beyond that, aren't we?
Oh yeah. Way beyond. No. Once I shut down the compressor, the pain will end. It may take a few minutes for you to steady yourself, though. It's a bit like waking out of a very confusing dream. Yeah, I stuck my head in there before using it on you. It seemed like the ethical thing to do. Can't say that I enjoyed it. The field was weaker, but I can imagine what you're going through. Yeah, let's not talk about that shit. You were hunting me and fell into my trap instead. That's all there is to say about it.
So she thinks of you as hunters, not cops, and of herself merely as prey.
If you've got something really important to say, you can do it through the white noise.
Turn this.
God damn it. Fine. If you really want to talk, I can dial it down. I've also got a gun, by the way.
She's carrying a 2-barreled front loader. Remain careful. Well, it doesn't feel much better, but you can form sentences now. Thinking doesn't seem to hurt as much. Just keep her talking, and you'll get through this. There's only 3 meters between you and the machine. If you keep her distracted for long enough, maybe. Be careful when you make your move. That'll be it for questions. Bide your time.
I heard you in the passages, and I've been preparing for quite a while. So you found my shack, huh? I'm not surprised.
Her tone is bitter. She thinks she's been betrayed.
So nice. That's one knife I didn't want to find in my back.
As opposed to the other knives she's finding there now. Hardy for one.
This could have turned out pretty bad for me if you hadn't walked right into 25 bands of ultra-high frequencies.
That's her admitting the bullet was an emergency exit.
No, I didn't do it. I only helped stage the lynching, though I doubt that makes much of a difference to you. Who ratted me out, by the way? Was it Titus? No, he wouldn't have broken first.
Classy, the gender traitor?
Oh, I knew the kitten had claws, but not like this. But she couldn't have known I was on the coast. How did you find me? Oh, fuck. Took some convincing my ass. Those guys liked me, I know it. This is what happens to people whom people like.
A dull despair is creeping into her voice.
How the fuck do the rest of you get by? I did, didn't I? Now you've come for me. Fuck them all the same.
That did make her forgive them. A little.
Like what? I already told you I didn't do it.
A strong moral compass. She still wants the opportunity to make a case for herself.
I didn't like him. Hardened mercenaries aren't particularly likable types. Yeah, sure. And I didn't like Wild Pines sending in those foreign hirelings. Me and a fuck ton of other people around here.
She didn't hate him, okay?
I'm listening. Man, I was with the boys the whole night. I hope they at least bothered to impress that upon you. Yeah, and I'm sure they also made some funny remarks about it. They always do. I've driven a lot of long haul and chugged a lot of beer, man. Can't do either
Hi,
without
Max.
some power of mind over bladder.
If you haven't finished
And
this game,
anyway, that wouldn't have
I
been
think,
enough time.
I think I'm in like a very important part of this game if you don't want to get spoiled. If you don't care though, it's not my business.
No one takes a 15-minute leak.
Look, fuck you, man. I might also have stopped by the bar.
Yeah, later, man.
She speaketh truth.
And? Sure don't.
The breech loader?
No. The gun store. Trigger Happy Jacks. What did you think? That I'm going to squeal on my gun supplier? Sorry, I'm not that kind of gal. A knocked-away 80 front loader. 2-barreled. Not really what you were looking for, I'm guessing.
That Merc was probably shot from a distance with a military-grade rifle. Otherwise, everyone at the whirling would have heard the shot downstairs.
Yeah, evidence. So, Heart of Gold Tommy fucked me over too. Never trust a musician.
That really comes as a blow to her.
Okay, great. You got into my lorry on your own. What now? You're going to arrest me for drug trafficking?
Beneath it, she's relieved Tommy didn't betray her.
Man, it's to get away from all that murderous shit that I left Jamrock, my previous employer, for the Union.
She deliberately avoided naming the mob she worked for. You might be able to find this out later.
I got lucky being a dispatcher. Never had to do any of the really dirty work myself. This gun has only been used for self-defense against serious scum.
There. It's going to be easier to reach the machine now.
Based on what I've heard about you, you are serious scum. Yeah? Where?
More questions before doing anything.
How should I know? As I keep saying, he already had a bullet in his head when I got to him, and there hasn't been any useful gossip over the radio.
Those rings around her eyes, her tired voice. She's been staying up late, listening in on the conversations crisscrossing Martinez.
Police radio? You've been following the case?
Who hasn't? You know, I can still see him there, in Claus's room, lying on his side. He was still warm, but the bluish light coming through the broken window made him look as though he'd been dead for a good long while.
She eyes you warily, as though gauging your sincerity.
It's okay. We just want to...
All right, don't kill yourself over it. I was shooting the shit with Hardy and the boys over a few beers, like always. Then Klasia comes in, all pale and shuddering. She sits down with a drink, trying to steady her nerves. So I grab a seat next to her. Oh yeah, super. But I didn't think too much of it at first. I'd seen her party hard before. No, I really didn't. She's not that easy to read. I just assumed she'd done too much blow. It wouldn't be a first for her. But no such luck. She was in some deep shit. She asked me to come upstairs. The merc she'd been going with was lying on the bedroom floor, dead. I knew she couldn't get the authorities involved, so yeah.
You made it look like he'd been hanged.
What? No. Faking a lynching was her idea. Yeah, in cold blood. It really surprised me how quickly she was able to get a hold of herself once we got up there. It was like she was another person. The party girl was gone. She asked me to help her drag him into the shower so she could wind the shower head around his neck to fake lividity. Then she dressed him while I went to get the Hardy boys.
Interesting.
Glacia knew exactly what she was doing. You can't remain calm under pressure otherwise.
Yeah. I wasn't sure whether to admire her or be disturbed. As I keep telling you cops, we didn't hear anything downstairs. No gunshot, nothing.
But even if this is true, weren't you worried this lynching might lead to...
War? The thought crossed my mind. But the mercenary's death was going to have repercussions either way. Although the way things are going...
She doesn't want to talk about this, but not because she has something to hide. She doesn't want the guilt.
Fuck it. I'm not responsible for these people after what they did to me. I saw you roll into town. I wasn't about to stick around for questioning by a goddamn La Puta Madre agent. Yes, you. Everyone says you're his peon, his human can opener.
Through the sudden sharp pain in your head, you hear the lieutenant mumble something to himself. Fucking hell. And why me? You hear through the white noise. It's especially bad suddenly. Felt like a vein exploded.
Everyone in Jamrock, the cops, the criminals, why do you think I'm holed up in here with a goddamn death ray waiting for you?
If she knows that about you, she must know your real name too.
Harry Dubois. One corrupt motherfucker with the disco pants and a funny tie. Agent to La Puta Madre.
So she knows your name. That doesn't mean you're on the take. Criminals make up bogeyman stories about cops all the time. All of this just means that you're effective. Criminals know you and are scared of you.
Is that a joke or a threat? I'm guessing both. Yeah, sure.
She doesn't believe
I'm sure La Puta Madre himself will explain it all to you soon enough. You've been to my lorry. You think the biggest player in Jamrock appreciates competition? And now I have Harry Can Opener in my lair. Fucking Titus.
you. She's not going to change her mind that easily. She still perceives you as a threat. Wait, one thing, possibly small, but she said you rolled into town. Was that you singular or plural? She might know something.
Yeah, you had your death squad with you. What happened to them anyway? Well, it wasn't this scrawny dude. You had 2 guys and a lady.
Oh.
The guys looked pretty buff. Lady wasn't bad either. One of the guys seemed chipper, a blonde. The other had a brooding something or other about him. And the woman,
Harry was
the
sent
woman
in
was
with
the only
fucking
one in uniform.
mercenaries.
All were carrying. That sound about right?
No idea who these people are, literally. Satellite Officer Vicmere looks out of the window grimly, then puts his coffee down and turns to Patrol Officer Mino. We could either take a room here in the whirling or go home for today. Let's go home, Jean. Nothing's going to happen today, she responds quietly. Jean takes his blonde wig off. Call Heidelstam. He can give us a ride.
Friction, lock, set.
Fantastic. I've got to get on the road. Then you can go find your friends. Unless you have anything pressing to ask me. What bunker? Don't know anything about it. No one's been around since I set up camp. But I'm sure I'm not the first vagabond to...
You did it. The compressor lies broken on its side. It's quiet in your head again. It still hurts like hell, but...
All good, officer. Be careful.
She looks at the machine, assessing the damage. Her hand trembles.
Oh, fuck it.
She's truly desperate. She thinks she has no other options. You need to give her options. You know. This is how you talk her out of it. It's the only scenario in which she lives. She stares at you, frozen, the gun still in her mouth, eyes filled with dark intensity. Then something shifts in her. Gratitude, doubt. She's still ready to go.
Day of miracles. I'll take it.
She runs past you, then past the lieutenant, and disappears into the darkness of the tunnel.
Good call. Yeah, I'm sure. I would have done the same had I not been incapacitated. Her tent. We should check it out.
The plain red tent stands by dispassionately. The tent looks old but well maintained. In the darkness of the tent, a rolled up sleeping bag, cooking utensils, some books, and a kerosene lamp. It reeks of cigarettes. Assorted soft covers, mostly pulp horror. A motor carriage lies buried in the snow on one cover. On another, a ghost airship. You also see a collection of radio enthusiast magazines.
See anything?
Rager Monthly, Journal of Material Science. More Technological Digest. One of the magazines doesn't have images on the cover. It's not a magazine, it's a leather notebook. You pocket the worn brown leather journal. A trusted friend left behind.
We should read this immediately, like right now.
The plain red tip. A thick journal. The cover is worn like someone used to carry it around in their back pocket. It's made of full-grain leather. The lower left corner of the back cover sports an embossed brand name, Schneller. Schneller is a stationery brand from Gottwald, beloved among architects and engineers. She's got good taste and must have taken whatever she recorded here seriously. The journal falls open. About 2/3 of its ruled pages have been filled. The large cursive of someone who writes quickly and confidently. Perhaps too confidently. Many phrases and even paragraphs have been crossed out, with tiny corrections scrawled above and in the margins. It's a mix of logistical notes, diagrams, and personal reflections, all dated.
It's good she left in a hurry. We could learn a lot from this.
Hard to tell exactly. It's mostly noted down in code. Looks like contact information, quantities, directions.
There could be useful information about local operations in those notes. We have a junior sergeant at my station who's good with codes. I can give this to her after we finish this.
Esoteric radio technology. The most recent ones probably pertain to the latitude compressor, sketches, calculations of distance and density. You make out a familiar spiral shape. Short, wry observations of people and places. Probably a way to pass the time on the road. Also, what appears to be attempts to sort through some difficult decisions. There are a few passages with many questions in them. The first entry is from August 2nd of last year. It reads simply, I know my position is precarious. All I can do is make myself as useful as I can while looking for a way out. Remember, no one is indispensable. Nothing on March 4th. March 5th, though, well, that's bound to come back and bite me in the ass. I'm bad at this. Loyal to a fault. But that's another matter entirely. She is referring to betraying her previous employer. Does this suggest she did it in self-defense? That name isn't mentioned as far as you can tell. Small wonder. Would you talk about La Puta Madre in your journal? You do see an M, though. La Puta Madre. M is mentioned on March 9th and March 15th. Great. M's peon is coming to town, no doubt to investigate the lynching. But also, I feel it in my gut to finally put a bullet in my head while I'm napping in my lorry or on a smoke break. Well, I won't stick around just to twist my own neck by constantly looking over my shoulder. Then again, isn't that what I've been doing ever since I got the call? Were you supposed to find her, even apart from the investigation then? On M's request? No, you wouldn't do something like this. This must be a mistake. Whatever you may look like, you don't feel like a hired assassin. Been holed up here for 3 days now. I'm used to being alone and all, but I don't know when I'll be able to leave, or if I'll be ratted out. They will rat me out, of course. I've made it a point to believe in the best in people, the boys, for example. But experience tells me, did M feel truly betrayed by me? I was feeling threatened. He'd have to know if he threatened people, they'd take measures to protect themselves. Even I know that. Economic measures first of all. Gotta make a living, right? I can still hear his voice in the receiver. Taste the plastic. The entry ends abruptly. The most recent entry is from today. It reads, "Even when I leave here, if I leave here alive, what's my next move? Staging a lynching is a crime, even if I'm not accused of murder on top of that. Forever on the run. Not really my idea of the open road. Man, I was really looking forward to winning."
It looks like she might have been framed.
That would be a first, or a fourth. But who's counting, he thinks. Very rarely does anyone actually get framed.
No, I don't think you are. Ask someone in your precinct if you want to be sure.
He truly does not believe you are. Perhaps he shouldn't be so trusting. His trust is well placed. You aren't. You can feel it.
I wouldn't go so far as to say that. We have other reasons to arrest her. Besides, I'm not sure her life as a fugitive is going to be much better than Ouida's. Especially if she has problems with the Madre. Could have been Titus. Then again... Maybe there's a Hardy boy we've yet to meet who acted as his accomplice. Either way, we need to keep an eye on him. One thing is for certain. We have business back in the whirling and rags. Questions to ask. We should get to it.
The plain red.
Is that really it?
This isn't just glass. These are old computation components. Yes, filament memories. From the time when wires were cast in glass, slides with an inlaid nervous system. The how was a closely guarded secret. Something that was locked in safes in human heads across the river where they were manufactured. As to why, your fingers don't know. The why is easy. Because they hadn't come up with modern silicon-based systems yet. For vitreous cast filament memories, though, these seem incredibly advanced.
So it is. I think these used to form a single system, slotted in the wall. The rest of the building seems to have been picked clean. These? No. These are old filament memories. I hope you're not expecting to find that device here. You will be disappointed.
All you will find here is pain.
Can I climb back down the ladder? Guess not. Why is Mason Steam messaging me? Fuck off, Mason. Do I just leave? Is there really nothing more here? I suppose not. guy. Yes. Yes, I'm streaming. Can I fast travel from here? Please tell me I can. I cannot. What determines whether you can fast travel or not? I really, like, don't know. Which is really weird. Hello? Can I not walk that way? Oh, there's a thought. Oh yeah, it's just the washer room.
I'm all out of shits to give, loincloth. Welcome to the fucking reckoning.
Put your damn gun down. People are gonna get hurt. We need to talk this through. All right?
Shut up! You're not gonna talk yourself out of this, loincloth shit fuck.
Uh-oh.
This is the mercenary at the gates. His chest rises and falls under the ceramic breastplate. His fingers reach for the butt of his sidearm.
Shh. This is a misunderstanding. Nothing irreversible has happened yet. You can just return to your unit and forget all about this.
The Kipt is merciful, willing to spare us if we just forget about our murdered and humiliated commander. I think we should just kill everyone, Corty.
You are all drunk. Come to your senses. You won't gun down 7 people in the middle of the street. This isn't a frontier town or a jungle outpost.
Didn't we figure out...
Easy, Lizzie. Let me handle it. I know guys like this. I'm sure we can come to a peaceful agreement. Ain't that right, fellas?
Peaceful.
What the hell?
Nest in your abdominal cavity like a little wild mouse. The masked man's words are barely intelligible, but you can hear them.
Fuck, there's the third one. How did we miss something like this?
The lieutenant is genuinely worried for his life. You should consult him before getting in there.
If this turns into a firefight, we should take him out first.
A sound strategy. He's the leader.
The mercenary tribunal. My plan is not to get killed, but we have to intervene.
Get lost, comedian. You cops had your chance. Now it's fucking time for some justice.
Pig fuck!
You're probably gonna get killed too. I think I'm gonna kill you. I didn't think I had it in me to kill a cop.
To your left, you hear the lieutenant cock his gun.
No one is going to kill anyone. Let's just put the guns down and talk like civilized human beings.
She doesn't seem to understand the severity of the situation.
Yeah.
With a wordless gurgle, the killer loads his long rifle. The leader gives a small nod to the helmeted man. You feel your fists contract
Damn,
as you
maybe I should
stand
have
there
gotten a real weapon.
between these men, all carrying real weapons. No, it's okay. Soften him up and trust the others to attack if it comes to that. Make him talk. Present an argument. Even if it comes to a fight, It's always a good idea to drag it out. Get under his skin. Peace. Always peace. It has worked thus far. Start with the first idea you have. Move down from that. Please.
Rude. Rude is the killer. Rude, the killer, Owen Cloven. He doesn't talk much.
All of you cunts inside out.
The gunner, the raddest, the killer. What do you think he does?
There, on the rim of Owen Cloven's helmet, you count little stick figures. 19, 20, 21. About 50 little stick figures, all of them black, plus 2 little white ones in the end. These men served in Seminine, the native islanders. The 2 little white figures in the end are from when they moved to Revachol. They're recent.
That's right. Plenty of kids here in
And racism is serious.
See? Let's fucking do it.
Easy. Easy now.
Alright, well, what's the rhetoric?
Alright, here we go. This is an illegal tribunal. Cranor would never sanction this. Who's the commanding officer? Take your pick.
I am a Crenel Major with over 15 years of live combat experience. When my colonel gets hanged by clay monkeys, I lead the platoon on a retaliation strike. Nah, I just have the biggest gun. King Reaper. You're right, but you see, I want it to end in bloodshed.
Okay, it's not much, but he's thinking about something else, and his hand is off the gun. This did something. Easy now. Tell them these men didn't do it. There's a peaceful way out.
Yeah? Who did then? How fucking convenient. You think I'm fucking stupid, cop?
Uh-oh.
Why don't you just shot one of your pals here, right now, huh? How about the kid? Tell me, it's a magic fucking sniper one more time.
Listen, please. This cop and this drumhead court-martial won't decide who...
The Hardy Boys confessed to hanging him, all together. Titus said, we took him out back and hanged him. He said it loud, in a public place.
You're lying. DePaul heard it.
You heard wrong. She and these men have been helping us find the shooter.
Fucking liars.
The shot rings in your ears, a low, tinny ring. Then the Hardy Boys yell something.
Uh-oh.
The young woman stands and looks behind her. The shot has flown over her head, crashing a small pane of the glass window behind her.
I missed.
I know what I heard, Corty. They said they killed him. They said it was a good way to end a Sunday
God.
night.
That doesn't sound good. You need to change the topic now, or there will be another shot. What topic? Shots have been fired. Act before it's too late. This was a close call. Dangerous. Ask about him first. You don't want personal facts about his dead friend coming out of your mouth. He has to start it.
Sergeant Major Raoul Cortiner, reporting in to burn this fucking mud hut to the ground.
As he moves, the interlocking pieces of his armor click softly. Click, click, click. The realization comes to you like a picture puzzle coming together. His name is Raoul Cortiner. The dead man's name is Elise Cortiner. He's brothers with the deceased. No, probably foster brothers. Elise was put into a foster home, remember?
For killing, maiming, and humiliating our commanding officer. You're all sentenced to death by lead.
He sways from left to right, inspecting you.
He wasn't my fucking brother. We just grew up on the same farm and got beat into place by the same sick fuck. Same fucking mud hut town, too.
Okay, good.
Who? Lady?
We researched him. We contacted the ICP and looked at his birth records. That was in there. And other things.
They fucking put Laylee in a leaf compactor, and now these cunts finished the job.
There's real anguish in his voice. A drunken sadness suddenly engulfs him. Memories.
It's a mind fuck, Corty. He wasn't put in a leaf compactor. They're making it up to fuck with us. Major, permission to.
Open fire. We can't have that. Interfere now.
Our colonel did what he had to do. It was either one cunt or 100 of them. Rude here.
In your ship pipes, right in the fucking...
He likes to fire mortars at random coordinates. Wipe out mud huts like that. When he gets bored, Laylee knew how to command.
He was a good commander. I can see you miss him.
Oh yeah, he would have commanded this fuckhell way better than I did. But that didn't happen, because Hayseed Bill and Kipty the Kipt here fucking murdered him. Had him stink the village up for 2 weeks after. And you fucks did nothing.
Listen, man. We told you we...
Told us what? What did you say? Who said that? Tattoo fuck! You'll die first! Fuck do you mean, talker?
We've heard testimony. People say he was charismatic, a nice guy to be around.
Yeah, he liked to chat up the natives. Share leaflets, squeeze a bit of kit-tass here and there. Great fucking idea that turned out to be. If Laylee was here, he would spare the lot of you. Maybe shoot one for show. But me, I'm not a big fan of public affairs, Clay Monkey. I'll gun every one of you down for what you did.
Ready to open fire, Major. At your command.
Baby blue, yeah. Like someone fucked up and put a baby's eyes on a grown man. It was creepy, but bitches like that shit, I guess. Or, I don't know what bitches like. I just know how to mow down plots. Find his killer. Cop. His killer stands right there. Shitting his pants, and you're standing in the way, protecting him. I know what this tactic is, Silo Sam. You're gonna die for them. Right here.
Big talk, but that leaf compactor won't leave his mind anytime soon. It's a small thing, but it got him off center.
Who the fuck is that?
Glacier, the woman upstairs, where is she?
She left! What am I doing? My fucking establishment is under fire! You know how much windows cost? She left! Her room's cleaned out! Right before these assholes showed up!
We should have arrested her.
You can feel how upset he is with himself. Just for a second. Then the fear takes over and he's back in the moment.
Hey, Bushman! Your little cunt isn't gonna help you out of this one!
She's gone. Forget about it now. Concentrate on this.
You think I care what that company cunt thinks? She's gone, you stupid fuck! Sailed off 5 minutes ago. She doesn't give a shit about you, Silos. Stay cool! Don't do anything stupid! The company bitch is gone. Laylee's cunt is gone. Laylee's gone. Fuck are we still doing in this shithole?
Guys, I just get in the way. I don't even have a gun.
Hold your ground. Any more of you run, I'll shoot you myself. We're doing this together.
They're huddled close in a formation. Still, the rest will stay. Even if it means dying here with him.
Yes. So what? Nah. I'm clear as day. Fucking government-ordained super soldier.
Enough already! What is this? We didn't come here to fucking chat!
Interrupt me again and I will execute you on the spot, Lance Corporal. What's that, loincloth? I can't hear you. Sounds like you got your mouth full of dick. Rude.
Shit, this is it. Tell him anything. Tell him you have more information.
Rude. Kill him.
Uh-oh.
The porcelain man raises his rifle and takes aim at you. His hands are steady, and the long barrel of the rifle sways slowly. An Easter AR-FA-7, built for taking out light armored vehicles. It will devastate you.
I don't think,
You stare down the barrel of the gun. You see Rude's mask behind it. His eyes in the slit of the helmet, like a camera lens, focusing on you. God, you're so frail. Too frail to think further. Time is running out. From the corner of your eye, you see the lieutenant raise his pistol and aim it at Rude. He's trying to find a straight line of sight before the rifleman can take you out.
Well, I can't dodge it, so...
A low shot rings. You feel a tapping, like rain on your chest plate. Heavy drops of rain. Then the sound of dice rolling as the cuirass distributes the shot evenly from plate to plate. You got hit. The armor took most of it, but still your ribcage burns. Feels like blood is slowly seeping into your lungs.
God, please.
He's aiming for the eye slot in Rude's helmet. An extremely difficult shot. 2 shots ring at once. One from the lieutenant's pistol, and the other from de Paul's. It's aimed at the lieutenant, but it misses. You hear a scream behind you. Glenn, dying in a puddle of blood behind you. His mangled torso has 2 gunshot wounds. Blood gushes out of them like red geysers. Oh God, watch out. You see 2 cold eyes looking at you through all the smoke and panic, and a pistol raised, aiming at your chest, point blank. Then the man squeezes the trigger. A look of happiness. His eyes seem unnaturally bright, shining like stars. Something in the fear must distort him somehow. He is evil, and the end. Here it comes. Death.
Well...
You simply blink, then something inside your pelvis explodes. Your entire lower body is on fire and your legs can't support you. You fall down like a rag doll. The pain is too immense to scream. It pushes the air out of your lungs. Everything goes dark. a distant blur as you recede into it. The Hardy Boys are yelling. Someone is running, jumping over you. In the background you hear gunfire shatter glass, and then a man in pain. A familiar sound. It's Titus with a splat like meat. You hear bullets rip into him. His voice, still giving orders, grows fainter. A gurgle. He's not gonna make it. Nothing. A persisting darkness. Dancing lights of pain. Distant shadows cast by them. Like a hellish play.
You're bleeding out. Stay with me. Yes, keep talking. You hear me? Stay awake.
But you can't. It's so hard. Your eyelids grow heavy, and the sounds ever more distant. And a cold comes over you. The lieutenant, too, is somewhere far away, almost gone, when suddenly you sense something behind him. A shadow towering. Someone stands there, raising his pistol at him. The lieutenant does not see it. He's pushing down on your wound with both hands. There.
Come on, man.
Behind. You hear your bloody lips mumble.
Are you
But he
kidding
does
me?
not understand. He does not look into your eyes and see the fear there. He does not trust you. He just shakes his head, still crouched over you. You hear a distant gunshot, velvety smooth. A red circle has appeared on the lieutenant's jacket. It's growing fast. Like a pillow, he falls on you, cold nylon and blood slumped on you as the lights go out. All the lights. The last thing you hear is the sound of his spectacles landing on the pavement next to you.
This is death. One more door, baby. One more door.
I mean, it's not gonna let me.
Kim, there is no Kim. There is no fight. It's over. It was.
Have mercy on yourself. Take the door.
He's not taking it. His body is not taking it. Oh God, no. He's not disintegrating. He's swelling up instead. Over the hours. Hurting. Moaning in his sleep. And rotting. And being disinfected. And smelling of drugs and feeling saliva in his mouth. Drifting in painkillers, thrashing in his won't sleep.
He can't go. Not before the case is solved. There is a radio in the distance. A radio of the world. Playing sounds. Good morning, Elysium.
Listen, I failed an 83% roll, dude. I mean, it was probably over.
Hours turn to days. Soon we will get up again and go through it again.
Fuck off.
Finally, we know what the infernal engine was outside. The Clarion Core.
The engine of a Caprice Canema.
No, it was him. He is the infernal engine. Can't you see? He never stops. He only gets
Well, now what? Do I have to, like,
You
restart?
see Kuno's familiar shape in the found pants. It turns double, then triple.
Why is
from
Kuno
the pain.
here?
He says,
Coinslot's dead? Just kidding, Pigo. The boo-boo wagon took the Beano clad away. He's probably gonna live. To the hospital? Fucktard. Should I to keep up with Kuno?
How am I alive? What the hell?
thank God. Okay, he's alive.
They say you got a lot of people killed. Like half the town. They say you didn't do shit. I guess that's cool. So I thought I'd stick around.
He's not saying Kuno, he's saying I, and not calling you a or a pig. Is he
the
ill
hell?
or something?
Nah, Kuno's just off speed for a few days. Being off speed makes Kuno sad. Makes Kuno think about shit. Sure, Kuno's gonna help you with that. Kuno's in a given mood right now. Yeah, it was a fucking massacre. You and Kuno are the only ones left here.
Relax. The kid is just messing with you. You didn't actually get thousands of people killed. There were only 10 people present at the fight. 10 times more than that is very unlikely.
You tore some shit up there, pig. Got shot too. How would Kuno know? Kuno's not a fucking doctor. Pretty fucking bad, Kuno thinks. But you're one lucky pig. The doc took the bullet out and said you'll live. You got shot in the shoulder too, but luckily you were in that fancy teapot and it took the hit for you. Are your legs attached to Kuno? Can the Kuno move your legs? The fuck should I know?
You can walk. If it's possible, then by pure willpower alone. You're a psycho-locomotor.
Kuno did?
He didn't.
Yeah, some cunt from your station came over and knife fucked you when you were sleeping. Nick's Fuckleave, I think he was called. Said he was a doctor, then fucked off and told me to phone him if you shit yourself.
Nick's Gottlieb, station medic, throws a bag containing a small bullet into the medical waste disposer. Then he pops some caramel candy into his mouth and says, "Next." There's a line behind his door. If he did triage and left, you must be relatively stable.
That's pretty cool to Kuno. Kuno's also a psycho. You keep asking all this weird shit from Kuno that the Kuno has no way of knowing about. Why, in the name of fuck, would Kuno be it? Kuno's fucking smart. Kuno wasn't in that fuck pile. Kuno knows when shit goes south, unlike you.
Well,
Go easy, pig. You want to lean on the Kuno or something?
You can take it. Just don't lean on the old leg too heavily.
So, how is it? Yeah, you got lucky there, pig. Maybe now Kuno can show you what real, brutal, hard music is.
Still, you see something akin to respect in his eyes.
Baby Beard was in here. Was probably a bitch to clean this shit up.
Baby Beard. That can only be Gart, the cafeteria manager.
Yeah, fucking Baby Beard. Cleaned all your shit up. He's like your fucking mum now or something. 2 days? Kuno's been out longer sleeping off the speed train. 2 days is nothing. 2 days is nothing to the Kuno.
2 days, huh?
Titus died. Some of his goons too. The whole fucking harbour is in lockdown right now. Even Kuno can't get in. Yeah, she's way gone pig. Kuno's been here for 2 days, and Baby Beard and you are the only fucks in the building.
Of course she's really gone. What did you think?
Yeah, fucking dead. Died in the hospital, I hear. Union's all weepy and shit. It's probably your fault.
It's the fault of those who killed him, not you.
Rich bitch. Yeah, probably. Boat's gone. Kuno'd be fucking fine too if Kuno had a boat. Yeah, that's what Kuno said. No one goes in or out. Shit's paranoid now. No problem. Kuno shares the info. The fuck you asking Kuno for? How would Kuno know? Kuno's fucking 12.
Is he actually just 12 years old?
Tough shit, pig. All Kuno knows is the harbour is in lockdown. Town's fucked now. Half the Hardy bitches are dead, and even your company bitch left. Kuno thinks you're fucked, but I can help you. What you got? Bounce that shit off Kuno.
Let's do this tango, Pig, he thinks. Detective Pig and Detective Kun on the case. We bouncing.
Yeah, what? What bells? Fuck, pig. Kuno doesn't know about this flower shit. Kuno's not feeling it.
He's wrong. What does he even know?
Sure, pig, sure. You better have more than some fucking roses if you want to bust this. Yeah, that sounds real to Kuno. Forensic shit, true crime shit. Let's check out some crime scenes and assess shit. Pig style. Anything else?
He's genuinely impressed. But that's mostly to do with how scientific that percentage sounded.
Shit ain't nothing to Kuno. What now? Will Pig, you ready to walk, Will Pig? So, listen, Pig. Kuno's been thinking about shit and, Kuno's coming with you. Help you wrap this shit up, final style.
Asking for something, even asking to come along, doesn't come easy for him.
Final style. You fucked everything up. Now Kuno's all you got. Terminal Kuno.
Oh my god. Is Kuno here because I let Kim get shot?
This scene is dead. Kuno's out of here. Might as well be a pig. Big up fucky fingers on me way out.
Look at him. Life hasn't been easy on him. You want to drag him along and put him through more shit? Your shit? Look, this might be his only way out. He is streetwise, knows the neighborhood, knows the people. He could be useful. This is a 12-year-old kid. You can't seriously be considering taking him
dude,
along.
I feel the fucking 83%
What's going to happen
roll.
to
This
it?
game fucking sucks, dude.
Accepted the Kuno like a
Alright,
motherfucker.
we'll let Kuno
What
come
are we
back.
gonna do now? Yeah, debrief Kuno. Let Kuno know the plan.
You did mention doing more ballistics. Also, it's just close enough to endure the walk.
Bitch next door. That's what Kuno's thinking too. Good call. Let's rock it, Pigman.
The fan stands still.
Oh, I had the cure ass on, thank god.
These papers bear the stamp of the RCM. They appear to be fragments of the lieutenant's paperwork, half finished. You make out notes on this and other recent cases.
Well... Oh, that dude's fucking... Alright, well... Wow, a lot of fucking shit happened, huh? Well... I guess I will save. What the hell? I'm actually... I don't know. That was quite a way for things to shake out, huh? Interesting. Well, that's about it from me today. Wow, that was a lot. That was genuinely a lot. Guppy, I've literally been here for like over 3 hours. Next time. Alright, bye-bye.